Turning our eyes to the skies. This is Skywatch TV News for May 13th, 2015. I'm Derek Gilbert. A new super telescope can see the entire viewable sky at once. The Owens Valley Long Wavelength Array, developed by Caltech, is a radio telescope comprised of small satellite receivers that, combined, can see the entire viewable sky in one sweep. Researchers say it will help plan for future space missions and also help in the search for extraterrestrial life. Now, while I'm not looking for incoming from Zeta Reticuli, it is one more piece of technology that will ultimately help fulfill the prophecy of Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. Of course, when you think about it, just one cell phone camera connected to the internet will make that prophecy come true. Exciting times. Facebook enters the world of news content delivery. The social media giant has struck a landmark deal with 9 media companies. This new service, called Instant Articles, includes NBC News, the New York Times, and the BBC. The deal calls for these news organizations to publish some of their content directly to Facebook in exchange for a cut of revenue. Now, this makes sense. Facebook already accounts for about 15% of the web traffic of the New York Times, and almost 40% of us Americans get our political news from Facebook. Now, critics say this will give Facebook too much control over the news that you and I see, an ability to filter and change our perceptions. But when you think about it, the internet, Facebook and Google especially, have already become reality interfaces for us. For example, if you need a plumber, say, and you do a search for plumbers in your hometown, you may get 10, 15 pages of results at 20 or 25 results per page. Now, if you get a list of, say, 600 plumbers, and I'm a plumber, and my search result happens to be number 599 on the list of 600, as far as you're concerned, I might as well not exist. So there is a danger. Critics are correct about this, but it's our own fault. We have to dig a little deeper to find information and process it, rather than letting Facebook and Google and the algorithms that they use to return search results shape our perception of reality. The smartest man in the world says that computers will overtake us at some point in this century. Stephen Hawking was addressing a conference called Zeitgeist 2015 in London. He said, and I quote, "Computers will overtake humans with AI, artificial intelligence, within the next 100 years. When that happens, we need to make sure the computers have goals aligned with ours." In the short term, he said, people are concerned with who controls the AI, but the long-term problem, according to Stephen Hawking, is whether AI can be controlled at all. Another tech giant, Elon Musk, the founder and chairman of Tesla Motors, the electric car, is on record as saying our research into AI is like summoning the demon. But he's also concerned with robots, and specifically Google's robots. Musk is quoted in his biography as being really concerned with Google's heavy investment in robotics companies. Google has acquired about 6 of them over the last 2 years, including the 2 companies that produced the top 2 contenders for a prize offered by DARPA, the United States Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, at a robotics challenge. Both of those entries have been withdrawn so Google can develop them for commercial applications. But what Google plans to do with this growing army of robots is yet unknown. DARPA, by the way, developing self-guided bullets. These will give poor shots like yours truly a chance to hit a moving target, a better chance at hitting a moving target, or in my case, any chance. Now, the bullets actually change course in flight in order to track and follow the desired target. But, of course, depending on the type of bullet, this might not be a good thing.
Which way to go?
I don't know, but he went that away.
Let's go. Dum-dums.
Now you can control your own robot swarm with just one finger. Researchers have developed an algorithm that allows people to control a robot swarm using nothing more than a tablet, a computer tablet, and a beam of light. Future applications could include deploying robots to inspect crops in a field, conduct search and rescue missions, or possibly certain military or police applications. Story from the Ain't God Cool file. If your jeans don't seem to fit as well in the winter months, it's because they're different. You see, our DNA, researchers have found, actually responds to the weather. In the winter, our bodies contain a heavier mix of immune responders, apparently to fight off colds and flu in the winter months. In the summer, our veins are filled with fat-burning, water-retaining hormones. So the official interpretation is that this is a really cool evolutionary development that helped people prepare to fight off disease in the winter and retain water during the hotter summer months. I see it as more evidence that God really knew what he was doing when he designed the human body. But of course, now you have an excuse, because those immune responders in your bloodstream in the winter cause inflammation. If your genes don't fit as well, it's because your genes are different in the winter months. California's extreme drought is about halfway through its fourth year, and there seems to be no end in sight. But help may be on the way, interestingly enough, from Israel. You see, Israel, which is a very dry climate, has solved its water shortage problem through a mixture of water conservation and desalinization. About 75% of the water used in Israel is recycled, and about 75% of the country's municipal and industrial water use this year will come from desalinization plants. In California, only 13% of municipal wastewater is recycled, and desalination has been unpopular because environmentalists are concerned about the impact of dumping briny, extremely salty water back into the ocean. Now, some new energy-efficient methods are on the way besides those proposed by Israel, and by the way, certain companies there are reaching out to the government of California to see if they can offer assistance. Defense contractor Lockheed Martin has developed a new product called Perforene. This is a filter media made from graphene, a sheet of carbon that is 1 atom thick. Perforene, 1,000 times stronger than steel, 500 times thinner than the thinnest filter media currently used to desalinate water. The material has been patented, but it's still several years away from commercial application, but that can't come soon enough for drought-stricken California. If you missed last night's final part of our 5-part special investigative report on the path of the immortals on the Christian Television Network, you can see it today on our Roku channel, as you can see all of our daily news updates there, on demand anytime, day or night. If you have yet to add the Roku channel to your Roku account, we have specific step-by-step instructions on how you can do that online at skywatchtv.com/Roku. Next week, a program with Tom Horn and my wife, Sharon K. Gilbert, as we sit with Tom and talk about his vision for the future of Skywatch TV. That'll be next Tuesday night on the Christian Television Network, which you can see on DirecTV Channel 376, Dish Network Channel 267, the Glory Star Satellite Channel 117, and of course it streams live to the internet at the Christian Television Network's website, ctnonline.com. While supplies last, we would like to offer you a special gift for your donation of any size to Skywatch TV. This is a book on spiritual warfare by the two-time president of the Southern Baptist Convention, Dr. Jack Graham. The book Unseen: Angels, Satan, Heaven, Hell, and Winning the Battle for Eternity. We'll send it to you free of charge for your kind gift of any size to Skywatch TV. So we hope you keep watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert, and this is Skywatch TV.